everyone, Favre here with Heart's Awakening, budding herbalist, Akashic Records reader, hypnotherapist, and Reiki master. Today we're going to talk about medicinal herbs, and one in particular, which is called Motherwort. It is specifically has an affinity for women, so that's why it's called Motherwort. When you cultivate this plant, it is always best to ask permission first. Sit with the plant for a few minutes. If it's not on, even if it is on your property, sit with the plant for a few minutes and just find out if it's okay if you take a snip or two. So you're going to do this in August. And I always just take the top 3 or 4 inches of the plant where the leaves start to get a little bit smaller, and then there's also a tuft of flowers at the very top. It is a little bit prickly, so just be careful when you do this. And the parts used for the plant is pretty much the entire plant. Dry it as tea. You can use it in a tincture or create a salve using an oil of some kind. However you want to use the plant, you're more than capable to use it in any way. I really like using it as a tincture, and I'm going to start using it as tea because I have such a massive plant in my yard that I have more than enough to dry some leaves for tea. So I'm just going to talk about the medicinal actions. There are 5, but 4 that I'll talk about specifically here. The actions are, it's a diaphoretic, which means it draws liquid away, so it makes you sweat. It is an antispasmodic, so it just means that anything that's in spasm is stopped, which is really great because this plant has an affinity to the uterus. So I really like taking this when I have cramps. Within minutes, sometimes I get really horrible cramps, and within minutes of taking this tincture, just 1 dropper full, my cramps are completely gone. They've completely dissipated, and I just feel I have more ease. It's also an emmenagogue, which means that it stimulates release of fluid, so it can bring about your menstruation. It's also a nervine, so it can be relaxing, sedating, or hypnotic. That's what a nervine is, because it affects your nervous system. Motherwort is closer to the relaxing stage of a nervine. It's definitely not, well, for most, I shouldn't speak for everyone. For most, it's more relaxing than it is sedating or hypnotic. Something like kava, if you've ever experienced kava. Kava is extremely hypnotic. It kind of takes you to another place. Motherwort is more relaxing than hypnotic or sedating. It also does this, Motherwort has this really amazing way of just holding you. You feel grounded, you feel centered. It just feels like a mother is just holding you, and it's gonna be okay. That's the best way I can describe that energetic feeling that it has. It's very grounding. It's very nurturing. And a really awesome thing, I love learning Latin names of plants. The Latin name for Motherwort is Leonaris cardiaca. Pardon me if I'm mispronouncing that. It means lion heart. So, which is very fitting, it's very fitting because there is no better herb than Motherwort for strengthening and gladdening the heart. So men, can even use this plant, Men can also use this plant. It is not just for our uterus. It just really loves the uterus, but it also really loves the heart. So it's, like I said, it's very good at holding. It's very good at strengthening. It's very good at just nurturing, what you need nurtured. So I really love this plant. I have a massive one in my yard, and it calls to me. So I will often just sit with it and listen to the stories that it wants to tell me. This is one of my favorite things to do with herbs, especially ones that I'm learning that are new to me, or if I just want to go and spend some time with them. I have over 30 medicinal plants in my yard, so, and even the non-medicinal plants, they have so much medicine just for their beauty and their smells and all that good stuff. So to me, most plants are medicinal. So I got my source material came from this book here. It's called A Modern Herbal. There's 2 volumes. This is I to Z, or I to Z. Pardon me, I think it's I to Z. Let me just look quick. I to Z. I just got this on Amazon, and yeah, this is where I get a lot of my information, here and online. I'm going to be doing this. I want to do an herb a week, a medicinal plant a week. So if there's anything specific that you guys want to learn, if there's any plants that you specifically are interested in and want me to talk about, just post in the comments and I'll be more than happy to post videos on your requests. And I look forward to doing this more and more with you. I hope you have a wonderful day and talk to you soon.